Coming to you live from Satan's armpit. It's so hot. It's not even July yet. It's 106 in my truck, that's what it's saying right now. It's ridiculous. But with all that said, it's time to think about fall, cold fronts, and crisp October mornings, all that good stuff. So I upgraded, or I bought a new set of what I call premium sticks, and I wanted to talk about that a little bit because I used what was the Hawk Helium sticks, the minis, the two-step Hawk sticks, and that's what I think is probably the most popular climbing stick that I've seen out there. It's a good entry-level climbing stick, about 150 bucks. You get 4 of them. And Tethrd, it's kind of the other end of the spectrum. They're real expensive, like $350, and shipping and tax, all that on top of that. You only get 3 of them, but they're a lot different. So I wanted to show those differences and those comparisons for anybody that might be getting into saddle hunting. They bought some Hawk Heliums or another cheaper stick, and they're wondering, is it worth $250 to upgrade, or $350, sorry, to upgrade to the lighter ones like the Tethrd 1 sticks. And I know they're sold out right now, but supposedly they've got some more coming, so you might have an opportunity to upgrade, even though they apparently at the moment they're sold out. So if you're on the fence about it, you're wondering if it's worth spending extra money, stay tuned. That's what this is going to be about. Alright, so these are your Hawk mini sticks. I have camoed them. I have upgraded the system. They had like a cinch buckle system on them. It added weight, it added sound. I didn't like them, so I took that off and added these steel cables on there so you could be a little more silent and a little quicker, a little lighter. So you think about these are 150 bucks for four sticks. And you got to upgrade these. Now I know they come with a strap now, a little different strap. I've seen those. I'm not crazy about them. I'd rather have these steel straps anyway. So you're looking at more like $200 by the time you upgrade that. And if you stealth strip these, there's another 15 bucks. So 150 may be the price of them, but it's more like 200 invested in it when you get them like you want them. I do like how the Hawks, the steps fold up and down. So that's good. You get 4 of them. These are the Tethrd 1 sticks. Now, while they are extremely light, they do bite into the tree really well. They bite in much better than the Hawk sticks do. I've climbed a few times with them. They bite the tree really well. They come with an steel cable, so that helps. You're not having to buy that extra. So of that 350, 50 of it's probably the steel 8ers, so or not 8ers, but straps, whatever you want to call them. They also have reflective tabs on here, so keep that in mind. You're not going to have reflective tabs with Hawk. I know you can buy some stuff to try to add that, but they don't have that on them. It's an upgrade. I did upgrade and wrap these in black. I'll show you how I did that. When you look at my one complaint about the Tethrd 1 sticks is I don't really like this orange tab for connecting them together. So when you take them out, you got to kind of push down and make a little bit of noise when they squeak. Or at least right now they do. Maybe they won't later, but right now, when you cinch these in, got to line all these little dots up. I get a little squeak, a little rubber noise, and then I've had it where I'm taking them out, they bust my knuckles. So not crazy about that system. I could obviously take those out and just use just stack on each other and use a wrap and just wrap them together tight. But I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to try and see if those will get a little quieter. Maybe I can get used to them. But let's look at the overall height of each one. When you're talking about going step to step, the Hawk Mini versus the Tethrd 1.6, they're almost identical. I mean, there might be a fraction difference between the two, but not enough to make it where you go, I'm buying this one because of the step difference. They're nearly exactly the same, if not exactly the same. So that's good. You're getting the same height from step to step out of them. So no difference there. So as you can see, the Hawk sticks are about twice the weight of the Tethrd 1 sticks, and I'm just doing three Hawk sticks, just like I'm doing 3 Tethrd 1 sticks. Even though you get 4 with your set of Hawks, I'm only showing 3 as a true comparison of what they come in at. The Tethrd 1.6, extremely light. If you're packing them in or carrying them in, definitely prefer the Tethrd 1 sticks. It's up to you whether or not that 3 or 4 pounds is worth the difference. Tethrd 1.6 coming in a little over 3 pounds for all 3 of them, and the Hawk sticks are over 7 pounds for all 3 of them. And that's without the cam strap. That's upgrading to a Amsteel strap for them. Where they bite in. The Tethrd has a much more rounded bite. So a tree that's maybe smaller, that maybe the Hawk couldn't get as good a bite on, the Tethrd are going to bite in way better. If you look, these teeth aren't as sharp. These are sharp, and they've got an angle to them, so when you cinch them down, they bite into the tree really well. So, give you a little bit about the 1 sticks. You got to have this strap. I don't even know a name for this, but you've got to go. I'll show you, and I don't know if this is exactly, don't trust me on this, but you got to go around it, back through here, make kind of an X through there, down through there, and here on this end you got to loop it through, cinch it down. So pull down, it bites in the tree really well. Depending on which Hawk you have, how old it is, and if you've upgraded to one of these ropes, Amsteel ropes, I can't be that tight with it. I've got to kind of find where it fits the most, and what you end up with, especially on a tree like this where it didn't match up, I've got a pretty steep angle here, which it'll bite down good, but then the bottom wants to kick out a lot. Whereas with the 1 stick, since I can cinch it up tight, the bottom doesn't move it. That's me moving the bottom of it. That's all I can move it with. I could obviously get really aggressive with it, but this is just free floating because of this method that I've got for how it straps the tree. And the same thing would happen with that method that comes with them now, with not this Amsteel rope, but that strap. The cam buckle would cinch up, but again, it's going to be loud, it's banging and stuff, and it's extra weight. I have seen people say these bend. I haven't bent mine, but I have seen people that have had their legs bend on these, and honestly, they're made in China. We all know that. But they're the price point that we all like. So I highly recommend upgrading to these. I know it seems like $350, $150. If you're adding the rope to them, if you're camoing them, the suction cup things, I don't know they're great. I don't really care for them. You're more into like $200 into this versus $350. So what, $150 difference to be way lighter. It's kind of a no-brainer. These are the way to go. So when you're talking about budget-friendly entry-level sticks versus your high-end premium sticks, they're totally different. You can kill deer with either. Obviously, you don't have to have any of this, but if you're mobile, spend the extra money and get this. If you're all private land, maybe you don't need these. I'm not getting rid of these Hawk sticks. I still will use them. I'm going to actually put them on some more permanent sets around some food plots on my private land. But when it comes to my public land or some more mobile setups, definitely going with the 1 sticks. And you see people selling them for $400 or $500 a set for 4 sticks or 3 sticks. it's probably worth it. I mean, as silly as that sounds, they're really a game changer when it comes to mobile hunting. If you want to be light and be able to move and be fast, these are the best, hands down. These, I wish I had a bunch of them, and then I could have them on different places around my farm and just be able to jump up in one quick and easy and kind of leave them in the tree. Again, my only complaint about these one sticks is the attachment method where they stack together. I'll try to show you what I'm talking about the noise they make. That right there. I'm afraid when you're climbing in, you've snuck in, you've been stealthy, and you go to break your sticks apart, and you get that noise. Or when you're sneaking out at night, and you've got deer around you that you don't want to alarm and spook, and you go, I think that's going to be a problem. I'm hoping it loosens up with time and I don't have those issues. If it keeps being a problem, I'm going to take those rubber orange things off and just use it, and just use some kind of a rubber tie to tie them together. They're light enough. I don't think you have to worry about them coming off, separating from each other. But that's the sticks right there. Again, I did put the athletic tape on there, kind of back and forth on that. You know, obviously I think that's going to hold some. So if there's any complaint about a Tethrd one stick, is that they're kind of loud. I guess because of that tungsten they're made out of. Any stick can be loud. These Hawks, you know, you bang them into each other out there, you're gonna get a metal on metal sound. So what most people do with these one sticks is they wrap them in that camo tape, that cloth tape, stealth strip, stealth tape. I'm using just basic, this is $3 at Walmart for a big thing of athletic tape. It's all black. You can see this one here, it's only got one covering of it. Makes a big difference. So you can see that as, you know, one covered, one uncovered, as opposed to two uncovered. If I can not hit the stick. So there's a lot less ting when you cover them with that tape. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cover one. Try to do it somewhat quick. I'm just going to take this tape, start at the bottom, I'm just going to roll this up ever so slightly, overlap it as I go, until I get up to this loop there where the braid goes in. I think one $3 roll would be all you need to wrap your sticks and silence them a little bit and take a little bit of that shine off, while still keeping them really lightweight. Got that there. Scissors are dull. There's the bottom section. Now I'll do the top section. All right, roll this back up. So now when you take these two, you accidentally bump them together, way quieter as opposed to when you only had one. There was a loud ting. Having the caps on here obviously helps on these Gen 2s. But I would wrap them in some stealth strip or some athletic tape, something to knock the shine down and also give a little bit of that noise silence. I think that's going to hold some scent, having some kind of a fabric on there. But I think if you just are taking a little good, taking care of your scent control game, I think you'll overcome that versus you get in there and start banging these into each other. Everything in the woods is going to be gone. So, loving the Tethrd 1 sticks. Also loving air conditioner. So I'm getting out here and going and getting some AC.